All right, how we doing, chat? What's good? What's up, Twitch? Let's hit the stream there. Do this. Yo, what's good, Giorgio? How you doing, bro? Welcome, welcome. What's good, Barack? How you doing? Good morning, good morning. You're a minute late. I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yo, what's good, Chloe? How's it going? We got all these guys here today. So we're going to start off with making our carrot vinyls. I went ahead and bought all the materials yesterday. So it's going to cost us, or it cost me about like 180 mil. So it wasn't too bad. For 9 XP is what we're getting out of this, but we'll take it. Let me make sure. Yeah. All right. I should have enough vinyls for this stored away. So gonna have to do this one at a time. But let's see. Do this one. Okay. So we're gonna start off with the archaeologist here. Give him a vinyl set. Finish his offer of 6. Okay, so we've got the archaeologist and the lazy miner is what we're starting off with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get one more. Bang. All right, archaeologist, lazy miner. Boom. Okay. Now we're going to take a moment and we're going to make 2 bachelor's roses. 1, 2, maybe. Hold up. Hey, let's go, Fred. GG. What's good, Verdicts? How you doing today, bro? Let me grab these. Yoink. Okay. We're going to throw that in here. Recipe for another rose. So archaeologist and lazy miner. So we're going to warp gold first. And give 1 to the lazy miner. Bang. Okay. And then we go spider. And we should be able to give 1 to the archaeologist as well. Yoink. There we go. All right, cool. Very cool, very cool. And so now there's 2 more that we're going to need to do. So we've got Sarguin here and Fan. So we'll have to do those as well. Let me grab these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Yo, what's good, Logan? How you doing today, bro? Yo, what's good, Pleka? Should I get the quick claw or the blue cheese omelet first for mineshaft mining? I use glaciite golem in mineshafts. Probably the omelet, because eventually you're going to want to use the what's his name, the glaciite golem, right? Or not glaciite golem, the Skatha for outside of mineshafts. Probably will end up being the case. Doing good. How about you? Doing good, dude. Let me see. 257. Yeah, sorry, my brain is malfunctioning again. Let me grab 2 of these. 1, 2. Yoink. All right, so that was Fan and Sarguin, right? So let's make a couple more. 1, 2. So let's go grab Fan real quick, who should be in here somewhere. Here we go. Fan. And then Sarguin is in the mines somewhere. He's one of the burping guys, right? I think. Yeah, this dude. All right. Boom. All right, so these guys are all going to show up at some point, and we'll get that done. In the meantime, I'm going to throw these in here and just move stuff around. Bang. I do have this legendary rune book, by the way. If anybody wants to buy that, I'll sell it for like 40 mil. How's vinyl work? So you give the NPCs the vinyl, and the next time they show up, they're going to give you one of these visitors' gratitudes, and you need 29 in total to make the maxed out talisman. So that is the grind. First goal was solo my way to a Terminator, and I've done it. AGG. Some chill farming. I don't think we're going to do any farming today. When Finnegan comes around, if that happens, which, I mean, it'll happen eventually, I'll do some farming then, but not trying to do any right now. But what I am trying to do, or not warp Carolyn. Yeah, I wish you could warp to the different NPCs. That would be great. Yo, it's good, Kebab. Finish the last 2 missing shards. Hey, congrats. Let's go. Yeah, we are going to... Yo, Squid Kids here. Nice. But we're going to go ahead and max out this potted cactus. So for this, I'm going to need a lot. So we need 50 thorn shades, 50 enchanted cactus, 50 clay blocks. All right, let me go ahead and record this. All right, so 50 thorn shades, which hopefully isn't too bad. Ugh. It's a little bit bad, I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna do it. 25 mil for that. And then cactus, right? It was 50 of these enchanted ones. Boom. And then what was the other item? Was it enchanted clay? Yeah, enchanted clay blocks. So, gotta do what we gotta do. This is starting to add up. But the reason we're doing all this is so we can make the potted cactus. So we should be able to make 3,000 of these. I don't have the inventory space for it right now, apparently. So we're going to have to do like 600 at a time or something. Okay, hold up. Let's see. So in that case, I guess we'll do 20 at a time. There we go. No. 10 at a time? 10 at a time. First try. Bang. All right. So we bring these over to Carolyn. This should be the last item that we have to give to Carolyn. Again. So there's that. And then we'll go ahead and do another 10. Bang. Do that. And then we'll do a bit more. Boom. And can we do it all now? Not quite. A little bit more. Boom. And the last little bit. Bang. There we go. All right. All the cactus is done. That costs like over 100 million to do. But we now have 12 cactus fortune and 5 HP. Plus the 5 XP that we get for giving that to Carolyn. So that should be all of the stuff for Carolyn. I think that's in miscellaneous tasks here. Yep. So all of the exportable crops are once again done. Meaning the only XP we've got left is the last upgrade for Gratitude Talisman, which I've already bought. We're just waiting for the visitors to show up. And the Lunar Moth Bestiary, which is not going to happen today. But that's pretty good progress. Oh, that's the wrong button. Hi. Take W. Pretty good progress. Yeah, let's see. We read that. My Golden G-Drag finally hit level 100. Congrats. Let's go. All right, well, I guess in the meantime, excuse me, we should be able to go ahead and kill a couple mobs real fast for our pests. Dropped 6 Chimera and a Relic today. Great so far. Hey, let's go, dude. Let him cook. Let him cook. But we've got these guys. Will that be enough for another dude to show up? Not quite. All right. Well, I guess we'll run some Diana. Thankfully, we got off without having to do the flame dye yesterday. So we ended up getting the Hellebore dye is what we put on the set. So if y'all didn't see the set yesterday, this is our Diamond Hunter gear now. It's kind of goofy, but that's what we got. So it could be worse. I mean, it does match for the most part. It's just the helmet's kind of ugly in my opinion, but that's just how it be. That's just how it be. But yeah, so we got to do 4 more visitors after those 4 show up with their gratitudes today. So we got a little bit to do. A little bit to do still. What rarity griffin should I have to start making profit from Diana? I mean, you make profit from any tier, but of course legendary is where you start making really good profit. But it depends on how much damage you're doing. You know, you can't really just jump straight into legendary or mythic griffin, because your damage with Diana is kind of based on your bestiary with Dayblade. So you're gonna have to make sure you do some of the previous tiers, like a little bit of grinding on the previous tiers to get your bestiary up. And then once your bestiary is solid, then you can start hopefully being able to handle that a little better. 1, 2, 3. All right, I think we got the ferocity proc there. Maybe. Only need 4 more XP today. Yep, so that's gonna be from, again, the visitors showing up. So we gotta wait for like 12 more visitors to show up. So we'll have our 4 that we just gave Bachelor's Roses, and then we'll have 4 more, and we'll give those ones bachelor's roses, and once they show up the second time, we'll be good. But I gotta make sure that we're only giving gratitudes to ones that we can bachelor's rose, because if I don't, then we could be in trouble. We could be in trouble. Kick W. But yo, what's good, Yoav? We are not doing freebie reviews today. We will do those once we hit 33,000 subs on YouTube. We're gonna do a big stream where we do like 20 free reviews. But if you get to the channel points milestone as well, you can get a free review for channel points on Twitch as well. But that takes a little bit. Yoink. Get him. There we go. But I mean, honestly, for most people, farming is kind of the next thing you should do. So that's kind of a one-size-fits-all answer to that question. It's always farming. Farming makes bank, no matter what stage you're at. It is always nice for Mulan. Do around 200k damage with my Necromancer sword. I'll upgrade to a Claymore eventually, though, around 300k with Terminator. I mean, if we're talking for Diana, then, again, nothing matters but your Daedalus Blade. Nothing matters but Dayblade. You do not need to upgrade to a Claymore or anything like that. Dayblade is the only weapon for Diana. It is the weapon. Which, I mean, if you've got access to Sword of Revelations, that's also a good one. Probably should be better than your Necromancer sword, I would think. Let me see. Hold up. Come on. There we go. Revelations. What is the base stats on this thing? Yeah, it's 1.5x damage, which Necromancer sword. Yeah, so I mean, it's gonna be doing the equivalent of 270. So Giant sword is technically better than Sword of Revelations, but if you don't have anything better than a giant sword, then Sword of Revelations is the strat. Plus you get the extra magic find from Sword of Revelations too, so. Should I get Flawless Peridot for my Fermento now, or should I try and make it Helianthus first? I mean, Flawless is fine, yeah. Probably wait for Perfects until you've got Helianthus, but Flawless will be fine, yeah. I mean, the expensive part, to be fair, is opening up the slots a lot of times on armors, so you can put gems on it. But Helianthus is also ridiculously expensive for small upgrades, so I mean, it's not that small. I mean, the biggest part of Helianthus upgrade is being able to drop, more Helianthus, I guess. But yeah, chill. Good grief. These cows, they get aggressive, man. Now that my Flay's Chimera 5, I've got some leftovers. I'm wondering, which should I have priority, Day or Ragax? Or maybe do it at the same time and have it both Chime 3, then one Chime 4, maybe. I mean, the thing for Ragax, right, is that's gonna be, it's gonna have the same use after Magic Find rework. So putting Chimera on that is like a decent investment, because you don't put Chimera on Ragax for the Magic Find, you put it on there for the strength, whereas you put it on Dayblade generally for the Magic Find. And after Magic Find rework, it's not gonna be as good. So I'd say Ragax is probably more worth it in the long term. Again, just because, where's this at? There we go. Just because it's going to be the same use after Magic Find gets adjusted, you know? Why I ask? Because it's millions for the slots. Got you. Yeah, I mean, probably, maybe just do like the first slot and not the second slot. I don't know if the first slot they give out is free or not, but the first slot is generally going to be cheaper than the second one. So that might be more worth doing. But yeah, got you, Tail. Let's go. But again, if y'all enjoying the stream, please make sure to drop a like, smash the sub button if you haven't yet. It does push us further in the algorithm, helps me out a bunch, and it's absolutely free. And again, once we get to 33,000 subs, we'll be doing some free profile reviews, so stay tuned for that. If we get to 33k before the end of the week, then I'll do them this Saturday. I'll do it. We got 2 days to make it happen. Is it possible? For sure. Will it be done, though? That is the question. Which, I don't know. Probably less likely to get it done today because I will probably not stream for a crazy long amount of time, because I do have a video I want to get out this weekend, unless it's looking like we're gonna hit the 33k. If we hit 33k, then I won't do a video tomorrow, but hopefully we can hit our 33k and then have a video drop, and then I won't have to do the video. That's what I mean. If we hit the 33k, we'll see. What do you think about donating the first kind book you get today to some random person you find? I'm gonna pass. I still got a lot of things that money can buy. I do kind of still need it for the content, you know. I'm sure somebody's gonna make us hit the skin goal at some point, and if we end up getting something that's the price of flame dye, I'm gonna need it. Might start streaming over the summer. Most of SkyBlock could possibly other games. Any advice on streaming? I mean, the biggest thing is when you're first starting out, don't expect anything crazy, you know, because a lot of people go into stream being like, yeah, I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna have 10 viewers, it's gonna be great. That's not usually what happens. If you stream on YouTube, of course, then the algorithm's a lot more forgiving than Twitch. Twitch, a lot of times when you're first starting out, you may not get like more than 2 or 3 viewers for the first like year, even, depending. I mean, of course, everyone hears all the success stories from like Queso and Jinxie and Kai and all these guys that blew up overnight, but you don't hear about the 99,000 other people for every one of them that gets 3 viewers for a year and then quits, you know, right? So you got to do it not for the money, not for anybody else. You got to do it because you enjoy it, you know. And just keep in mind that a lot of times, again, when you're starting out, you're probably going to end up either talking to yourself, or if you're in a VC with somebody, that's probably a better thing to do when you're starting out, so you're not just talking to yourself. You know, have somebody to VC with and hang out with so that you don't go crazy, would be the big thing. The anomalies, yeah. Would you respect modless players? I mean, if you are able to play this game without mods, go crazy, man. I mean, I played modless for my first like 2 years or so of SkyBlock. I mean, you can play modless. I will tell you it's worse. It's a worse experience, straight up. But I mean, if you want to play that way, you know. It's up to you. We all got free will. If you get viewers at all, yeah. That is true. So you got to do it for the love of the game. A lot of people jump into streaming because they see all these streamers getting $500 donations every 2 minutes. And yeah, that does not happen for everybody. I can tell you, I have never gotten a $500 donation. So that's not a everyday occurrence, for sure. Gonna do it because I want to try. Yeah, I mean, again, always be down to try new stuff. Maybe not always, but be down to try new stuff if it's not gonna hurt you in the long term, you know. So try new hobbies, we'll say. Don't do drugs, kids. But yeah, I mean, I started out, of course, during, I think it was pretty much during COVID, I think, when I started, because we were all at home. I was bored out of my mind, and I needed something to do. I was playing video games anyways. I was like, you know what? Let's make some content out here. And so I did. Fishing's the only easy thing. My biggest accomplishment by far is completing the lava mirror parkour in the rift. Got you. Yeah, I did that one without mods. Like, at the time there weren't mods because we did it on release, so nobody had made it to that point in the alpha and been able to play past like the first stage of rift. So that was a brand new thing. When I did like the second day of release, so no mods were made yet. It was a good time though. Yo, it's good. TNT, how you doing, bro? Poor. All right. Sweet. Do 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 do. I don't know how people sit on the computer for that long. I mean, it depends. Yeah, for what you're doing, like probably release day of Subnautica, you know, and things like that are like just so fun. I lost track of time. I mean, I only played for like 3.5 hours on that first playthrough, or not playthrough, first play session for Subnautica 2, because it was like we started at 11 p.m. or something, so I did not want to be up until 3 a.m. But I probably could have played that, like, finish the whole early access in one sitting, which we still got a couple hours to do. I think we'll have the game completely done, though, in the next, like, few hours for me and Paper. But I might do some more playthroughs, or I definitely will do some more playthroughs. But I'm curious how fast they're going to be updating early access for that. Good, being chilling, let's go. How many hours are you in? For Subnautica, I'm about 5.5, I think. Because we did like 3.5 hours and then like 2 hours. I don't know. 5 to 6 hours, something like that. But, we kind of goofed, I feel like. We went to one of the later areas past the Guardian guy, we'll say, to avoid spoilers. And we probably should have done some upgrades first. Like, we don't have a repair tool. So if our submarines get damaged too much... Hello? Good grief. Couldn't find an appropriate burrow 5 times. Are we trolling? Goodness. But, yeah, if our sea moths get damaged, we're kind of screwed, straight up. Got 20 hours on it. Dang. Bro's cooking. You are cooked? Yeah, we might be cooked. How'd the flame die situation end up? Well, we couldn't find one. So, we ended up re-rolling. Which, I mean, honestly worked out for me because we re-rolled to Hellebore die, and it was only 27 mil, so... Which we could have gotten... I don't know, I think all the ones that we rolled to before that were, like, hideous. Because y'all had 2 vetoes. I think we had Matcha and, like, Necron die. And Necron would have been cool, but I have both of those dies just sitting on my island. So we could have used those for free. But, oh swell. Oh swell. Would you say the Gaia things are still the most annoying Diana mob? I mean, if you can't one-tap them, they're pretty annoying. If you can one-tap them, though, like, they never lightning strike me unless they're runic. Runic Gaia mobs are pretty frustrating. But... I don't know, the scariest mob to fight is King Minos for me. He hits you with the fishing rod too many times, it's Jover. Because every time he hits you with the fishing rod, your stats go down. So if he hits you like 3 times or so, then you're a one-tap, basically, to his like ground pound or whatever. So he can be a little sketchy. Just a little bit. What's annoying was Runic King Minos personally. No hate for Runic King because it dropped a book today. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I have had, I think, 2 Runic King Minoses. So thankfully I was in parties at the time. Actually, I think I 1v1'd one of them. And I believe it was during Aura as well, but I think it was after the increased HP was gone, I want to say. But dude, that guy took a hot minute to take down, bro. He took a hot minute. Getting back into Dark Souls? Gotcha. Yeah, I beat DS1 finally. I'm kind of putting off playing DS2 as long as I can. So, we're going to keep playing Subnautica a bit. I'll probably play through... I have like Lego Lord of the Rings and Lego The Hobbit, so I'll probably play through one of those and then do DS2 and then play through the other Lego game and then do DS3. And then after that, I've got a few games I want to buy. I'm getting Lego Batman, the new one, on PlayStation out in the living room, and me and my brother and my dad and my mom, we're all going to take turns playing it. But other than that, I kind of want to play like Sekiro or Ghost of Tsushima next. or Spider-Man, like PlayStation Spider-Man. I kind of want to do one of those. So I don't know if we'll like 100% them or whatever, but we'll see. It's like, sorry, Minos, can you go back in the burrow? Go into ground. Heck W. Do you know what a backronym is? Is this some kind of backrooms reference? I have no clue, bro. Yo, it's good. Dark, how you doing? Yeah, we still got... I'm hoping we drop a mythological die at some point. Like, now that I don't have to worry about getting Greg Bank back from spending money on the XP today, and, like, if I would have had to buy Flame Die, that would have been a problem. So, it's all good, though. I mean, usually I do give myself one veto for the wheel spins, so... It's like, we'll just say that was my veto, because I just, again, I would have been fine with paying 800 mil if I would have been able to find one to buy, but just could not find one to buy, unfortunately. When you take an existing word or phrase and make an acronym to match it. Interesting. Interesting. You dropped mythological the fish or the die? I've dropped mythological the fish, yes. But I have not dropped the die. Not yet, which I think is mainly because until recently, I wasn't killing my own mobs. Like, I would spawn, you know, like Inquisitors and Manticores and such, and then have somebody else kill it while I'm Magic Find swapped. So now that I'm killing my own mobs, only the killer can drop the Magic Find. And now that I'm killing my own mobs, I actually have, you know, a chance to drop it, so... We're kind of going ham with this. Good until I saw how much compacted gold costs. Fair enough. Yeah, it's pricey getting these Diana upgrades for sure. They are not cheap, that is for sure. What would you say is your favorite backronym you've ever heard? I have no clue, man. I do not keep a list of backronyms. Heck W. Yo, what's good, Fabled? How you doing, bro? Yoink. Smoked. Bum-ba-dum. Bum-ba-dum. Alright. Next. Maybe we can actually spawn some mobs today. We've only spawned one ink so far. Like, what's going on, chat? It's been half an hour. Which, granted, probably the first 15 minutes we were setting up greenhouse or garden visitor stuff, but still, and getting all the potted cactus done. What place are we in now? So we're 60th. We're up to 51st now. We're gonna be getting 4 more XP, and then it's just gonna be the lunar moths. So lunar moths, we still have to get another 3 XP. So we're gonna be 3 XP off max. Is there something else I'm missing? No? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Because we're only 7 XP off max, because 63 is the current max. So, yeah. It's just going to be lunar moths, which we're waiting until the next harvest feast for. Again. If, like, moonflowers don't show up in this harvest feast, I'm actually going to lose it, though. Straight up. Straight up. Time to make some coffee and probably do some coding. Only have 2 apps to make. Dang, bro. Man is grinding. I respect it. I'll try to level up combat 57 into 60 when I don't like it. Has been my question for a while. I mean, Slayers is the #1 thing, or bestiary, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I'd say probably better to do, if you don't have E-Man 9 yet, you know, of course that would be a great way to do it, because E-Man 9 perks are goated, even if E-Man is annoying. It will help you with your fishing. You know, tracking does give you higher chances of spawning mythic and legendary sea creatures, so it will be good in the long run. Stay hydrated, boys. Man, my neck is stiff, bro. So I've been taking jujitsu classes for a little bit. I've started going, like, first I was just training with my brother. He's starting to, he's being or learning to be a jujitsu instructor. So, I mean, we've both done martial arts for like 15 years at this point. So, we're not newbies, but we took jujitsu a little bit like before COVID for a year or two. And then after COVID, the classes just kind of ended. Pretty much, we did that class was not brought back. So, we're a little bit rusty, or I'm a little bit rusty. He's been training for probably a year now, so he's kind of de-rusted. I still feel rusty, but I'm trying now to work on, like, I feel like my biggest issue right now is, I mean, of course I'm tiny, so like, I'm not short, but I'm skinny. I ain't got a lot of muscles compared to some of these, you know, 6 foot, 300-pound wrestlers. Like, I don't have a lot that I can overpower them on. I have literally nothing I can overpower them on. So it's a lot of learning what my style needs to be. And so whenever you're smaller in jiu-jitsu, of course, I mean, your technique always matters. But whenever you're the smaller person, it matters way more, because the stronger person can usually just overpower you and get submissions from that. But when you're the smaller person, it's like a lot tougher. You do karate? I do not. I do taekwondo, hapkido, Filipino martial arts, which is like stick and knife fighting, and jiu-jitsu, and occasionally boxing. Sometimes. But the boxing classes are more of a workout class. We don't really like spar or anything, so you know. Secondary black belt in taekwondo, same. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know. If it wasn't for COVID, I should be 3rd degree by now, but I don't know. My life would have been a lot different if COVID didn't happen, low key. I was kind of like, my path, I guess, was kind of set to where I was going to be a martial arts instructor for a while there. It seemed like that was the path I wanted and everything. And I think, you know, I wouldn't have been unhappy doing that or anything. Of course, I still love martial arts, but COVID kind of forced me to take a break from it and find other things that I liked, you know. And I started streaming, and I've of course really enjoyed that. So I don't know what my life would have been like if COVID hadn't happened. I low-key probably would be teaching martial arts classes right now. Might would have been the way. But also, I don't know, whenever COVID happens, like, our school, we, like, so many people just didn't come back after it was over. And so there weren't a lot of black belts, so we kind of stopped doing as much black belt focus. Like, we haven't had, like, my brother got his 3rd degree, or yeah, he got his 3rd degree a couple months ago. But I don't know, I just haven't been like going to as many classes in the first place. Like, I'm taking so many different martial arts now that it's hard to focus on just one, you know, so there is also that. But if I was going to as many classes still as I did before COVID, then I should definitely be a 3rd degree by now. But I mean, I've been doing it for 16 years, so. Instructing a few classes next week at my school. Gotcha. Yo, what's good, Basti? What's good, DJ? How we doing? Player levels are pretty bad right now. I got Rev 8, Tarantula 8, Spin 6, Eman 7. Yeah, that will definitely help with your combat levels. Got my instructor's degree though, so I may start teaching more. We'll test for 3rd in about a year. Got you. Yeah, we the way our system does it is like every, well, back in the day, I can't remember how many we would do a year. I think it was like 4 weapons we would do in a year. So or maybe it was 3. It was like 3 or 4 months that you'd spend on a specific weapon, and like you only do weapons training once you're a black belt. And so spend that long on a weapon, you'd have a form that you do and maybe a couple self-defense techniques, and then do the test on that and then swap to a different weapon. But yeah, we just haven't like done that since COVID, which I don't know. I might like Taekwondo is still my favorite martial art for sure. I probably should start going to more of those classes. I mean, it does keep me. That's like the only class that we do like really good stretches in, so I probably should do that one the most low key. But I don't know. I feel like for the most part nowadays I do it so that I get out of my chair now. Okay, W. It's like if I didn't do martial arts, I probably would not do much exercising at all, you know? So, I mean, I have 4 nights a week that I go to classes these days, so that keeps me in shape relatively. But I do need to probably start doing a little more working out at home. What do you think about the Ankylosaurus pet for Arch, or do I use Skeleton? I remember they changed Ankylo. What does it do now? Here we go. I mean, 500 strength really isn't that much. I'll be real. So I would say Skeleton better, yeah. Like, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, but in dungeons, Skeleton's just so much stronger. Found Dragon Slayer, is that rare? It's pretty rare, yeah. It's relatively rare. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what life would have been like without COVID. It's kind of weird to think about. Yoink. All right. Yeah, I'd probably still be a lot more into martial arts. Like, again, before COVID, I was probably doing 3 hours of martial arts classes like 3 or 4 nights a week. And now I do like 1 hour on Tuesday, 1 hour on Wednesday, 2 or 3 hours on Thursday, and then 1 hour on Friday. And 3 of those classes are jiu-jitsu now. Which, again, I enjoy. But it is harder as the smaller guy a lot of times. Which, in our class, it's not as bad. But when I go to the classes that my brother takes, like, everybody there is bigger than me. Like, everybody. So it's bad, man. Which, again, I'm a newbie. I need to remember how to do stuff and learn how to do new stuff, of course. Boom, 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 boom. But anywho, again, I probably should do more Taekwondo classes. I'm trying to think. I need to look at our schedule because I probably could do more. I know they do a class on Fridays, which the class I go to on Fridays is jiu-jitsu after the Taekwondo class is done. I could probably do both of those. Just I'd have to change clothes in between. Say which she would work first. The only goal for Slayers is combat XP, I feel like. I mean, the perks are actually good. So, when you've got Rev 8, so Rev 8's nice. Sven is nice if you're one-tapping stuff, because it does give the extra magic find. So, like, for the lower level Diana mobs, like these cats, for example, I get extra magic find off of that. So, the mixin from Sven's is nice. But also being able to use Overflux and stuff for Sven 7 would be good. So probably should get Sven 7 first and then push for E-Man. But get Sven 7 so you can get an Overflux, and that'll make your E-Man grind easier. Because Overflux is a lot of healing. For sure. Yoink. Doot. Yeah, I mean, Rev 9's not bad, but like the Rev, I don't know, does Rev 9 actually have a perk? Thought it was all at 8. Or is it 9? Let me see. What does 9 give? Yeah, it's just the +6 health. So, the actual good perk is this, the +50 health regen from Zombie 8. The Rev 9's not that big of a deal. It does give good combat XP. So, it is a good thing. But there are actually, again, the Sven 7 actually unlocks something. E-Man 9 gives all that extra tracking, which is a really big deal for doing Diana and anything with elusive mobs. So, yeah, the Reaper gem, which is useless. So, not really a point in Reaper gem. I see you down there. I'm gonna go down there and stab that guy. It's cause he's purple. Yoink. If he drops me Periwinkle die, it would have been worth it. But he didn't. I'm curious how many runic mobs I've killed at this point. Because it's in the thousands. Probably the tens of thousands. But again, I do have this this legendary rune book, by the way. If anybody wants to buy that for like 40 mil, that would be great. But I can't put it on auction house. You can put it on auction house as an auction. But if a red name does that, I'm just going to get contraband. So I don't want that to happen. So if somebody wants to just take that off my hands, I would appreciate it. Which might be able to get a flip out of it. I've seen a few people selling them on auction and they're going for like 50 mil. I'm trying to do a little under the last couple that I've seen. Got no clue what an early to mid game player needs to do to earn more than 10 mil an hour. I mean, hunting early on is really strong. So you can make a lot of money doing Invisibug or Shulker hunting on Galatia. Those are both very strong. Of course, farming is very good as well. Takes a little bit to get into, but once you get a decent setup, decent farming level, all that stuff, then start making bank. The thing about farming is a lot of the money you make from farming goes back into farming. Whereas when you're doing Shulker hunting and Invisibugs and stuff, like, you don't really spend much of that money on getting more hunter fortune. Like, you can spend a little bit, but not a ton. Yo, it's good reflex. How you doing, bro? When I made a new profile, I did 10 hours of farming, and then I was already making like 30-40 mil. Exactly. Farming goes ham. It goes ham. Yoink. Smoked. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and get the bingo die video out for members tonight, and then for everybody else, we'll have that video out tomorrow, unless we hit 33k subs before tomorrow's over. But we're a pretty decent ways off of that, so unless something crazy goes down, I don't think that's gonna happen. What's your pet rules? When kill mythological mob, equip G-Drag. When dig Griffin Burrow, equip Griffin. Made like 90 mil an hour with Charizard. Dang, bro. Holy. Is Harvest Feast still going on? It's over now, right? Yeah. It's early winter. I'm trolling. But yeah, I bought our Carrot Zest and Cactus stuff last night, so it ended up costing around 200 mil for the 9 XP that we got today. So not too shabby. Hold up. Let me get that out of there. I have way too many lightning runes. Straight up too many. I'm just selling them. I'm not taking the time to gamble with Dusk. I'm good. Like 55 out of the 90 mil I made off of Zest. That's it. Actually crazy. Like, I just collected pests last night from my pest trap, and I made like 5 mil off of Cane Knot from that, which was pretty goated. So I could definitely see how that's happening. Hunting night squids and carrot kings in the park is relatively low requirements, I think. I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be too bad, but that does require... The problem with that is your fishing, or yeah, your fishing stats are so bad when you're early on, you know? So it's not bad if you can catch stuff, but again, getting even 50 sea creature chance early on is such a pain in the butt. Yeah, doing Year of whatever events are good too. It is Year of the Pig right now, so that wouldn't be bad. Make a lot of money doing that too. That is factual. But man, Diana's so nice, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna be kind of sad when I drop mythological die, because then I won't have an excuse to grind this event anymore. I won't have a reason unless I use the excuse of periwinkle die. It's my only hope. Like, I'm going for periwinkle die. That's why I'm doing Diana event right now. For sure, for sure. You know. But Loki, I made that Diana progression video back when Diana revamp came out last year. I think that was last year. Yeah. And now every time Diana gets elected, I make like 20 bucks off that video. Like the day she gets elected, I make like 20 bucks off the video. Like, yo, that's the real reason we vote for Diana, chat. It's the real reason. Need to start making a guide for every single mayor, for real. That'll be the strat. Dropped not a Chico yesterday. Yo, GG. I'm still going for that. My RNG meter, it's getting there. Slowly but surely. But I don't know. Still a grind. Still quite the grind. Started Avarice grind this mayor cycle and it's at 125 mil. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty nice, if I do say so myself. We're going for this one. Right there. Just perfect. Alright. I want to know another factual thing. 2B hasn't gotten a single good mob in over half an hour. Has it been that long? Oh my days. Yeah, we're having the time of our lives right now, for real. What song you do, Diana? I mean, planning for the rest of the stream, unless we drop mythological die. Pretty much. Pretty much, but I don't know how long we're gonna stream again, because I do need to get a video edited today. I'm not sure what short I'm gonna make today, because I've made a short on all of the huntable mobs on Lotus Atoll now. So they did do some changes yesterday, actually, for the atoll. So let me pull those up. Okay, never mind. IP banned. Love that. Cloud Flare, my goat. I bestow upon thee my magic find. I appreciate it, bro. Thought you might want to play later because my co-op quit. I don't know about that. Good luck though. 115 magic find, I think. Yeah, that might be a little bit lower than mine. Just a little bit. Yoink. Smoked. There we go. Got him. Yeah, we might do a Subnautica 2 stream tonight. If I can get paper on. Even if I can't, low-key, I might start a solo playthrough. Bam, bam. I mean, I have friend ads enabled, but I'm not trying to be all parasocial out here. If you join the Discord, we do have, like, channels where you can ask questions and stuff. Or you can leave comments on YouTube videos, and I'll do my best to answer. But I can't catch them all anymore, unfortunately. It's so weird, like, how much it's changed since, like, 10K subs. You get so many more comments now, and I can't read them all. I try. But it's a lot harder to read them now. I would legit have to be answering comments 24/7. It's kind of crazy. Maybe not 24/7, but, like, every hour that I'm not streaming, I'd have to be answering comments. My co-op has been single player since forever. I mean, I had a co-op member on this profile, which was just for security, because when I started this profile, it was right after I got ratted on my old profile, and that one got deleted. So I was worried that the guy still had access to my account, so I invited one of my buddies to be on the co-op. But I think he's quit SkyBlock since then, so I kicked him out just in case like he were to get ratted. Like, that's the problem with having a security account on the co-op is, granted, if one of you gets ratted, then the other one can stay and they don't have the ability to delete the profile. But it also means that there's 2 people to rat now instead of 1. So if one of you does get ratted, then it's twice the chance of someone getting ratted, and also leaves them the opportunity to steal all your minions and your Greg Bank and all that stuff, and that's just a pain in the butt. So I think he was inactive for like a couple of months, so I just kicked him out at that point, because if they're inactive for 35 days, you can kick them. Yo, what's good, David? How's it doing? How's it going, bro? English is hard. Did you get ratted from? So it was sort of a Discord thing. Sort of. It was like some guy reached out to me and was like, hey, you want to do a Discord collab with our Discords? And I was like, let me check it out. And then to do his verification for the Discord, you had to like download an app from the Microsoft store. And it had like, normally I would be like, duh, don't download anything from Microsoft or download anything, you know? But it was like, from the Microsoft store, it had like the check mark, like the official, it was Hypixel's thing, and like the official check mark. And so I downloaded it. So thank you, Microsoft. It's once again Microsoft's fault. I'm blaming Microsoft. It's not on me being dumb. It's because Microsoft. I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't official, like didn't have the official Hypixel like logo and then the approved by Microsoft check mark on it. Like, dude, are we serious? How do we do that? How does this happen? How does this get on the Microsoft store without them noticing it? Like, are we trolling? For me, it was Dungeon Party Finder. Yeah, it was like the Discord that the guy wanted me to do a collab with was like a fake Discord, and it had, you know, like 10,000 people in it that looked real, but I guess they were all bots. So nice. Dungeon Discord community, yeah. Finally made it to commissions yesterday and working on Hard Mountain 3. Got you. Let's go. Totally first. Let's go. How you doing, Miko? Yoink. Smoked. But yeah, man. Classic Microsoft moment. I'm like more salty at Microsoft than I am at the guy who ratted me, low-key. Because, like, absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Got Hard Mountain 9 from 8 from only doing nucleus runs. That is a lot of nucleus runs. And dang. Vaughn's alloy on the 35th run. Clean. Easy stuff for real, bro. That was the only reason I was able to get this profile leveled as quick as I did, was because I got alloy on 17th run or something. It's kind of clean. Any tips on getting more farming fortune? I have an entire video on farming gear progression. That would be my advice. Check that video out, because there are a lot of ways to get farming fortune. Like, a lot. Boom. Out there are your profile reviews on stream. I mean, we go over, like, we pull up SkyCrypt and go over pretty much every tab. Like, I don't usually look in the inventory too much because we can see all your gear from other pages. Like, the only thing we don't really go over usually is like ender chests or backpacks, but if you ask me to, then I can do that if there's something specifically fancy in there. Yo, what's good, Nas? How you doing, bro? Yoink. Next. I have like 4 harvesting 6 books. What do you recommend I use them on? It's a good question. That is a good question. depends on which crops you're farming the most, I guess. Pretty much just whichever ones you're doing all the time. Of course, Eclipse hoe is the most valuable one because you farm 2 crops with that one. Compared to all the other tools, you only farm 1. So you can put one on that if you have the garden level to be able to farm those. But sure, Diana Pet rules again. When dig Griffin Burrow, equip Griffin. When kill mythological mob, equip G-Drag. That's it. And the G-Drag will only get equipped in time to give you Magic Find if the mob dies to a Ferocity proc. So it is very specific. Very specific. Got multiple glitched items, including a 4K plus durability Pico Nimbus. Yo, that's kind of fire. I'm at 302 runs, I think, and since Alloy, nothing really drops. Only 12 Jade Emeralds and like 2 or 3 Flawless Gems. Dang. I feel like it's insane how cheap Jade Emeralds are now. Like, this is like half the price of what they were when I was doing Nucleus runs, you know? It's a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy. Yo.
As a child, I yearned for the
Yo,
mines.
Block King with the sub. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, thank you. Again, boys, if y'all haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to do that. We're working on 33,000 subs. And once we get there, we will be doing some free profile reviews. We'll be doing 20 free reviews on stream. So smash sub button. Yoink. When I started mining, they were nearly 10 mil. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how much the prices died. I don't know why. I guess just people aren't into mining as much, probably. It's just worse to get into mining now than just farming. Don't even have my farm set up yet. I just started last weekend, just trying to learn how to play the game. Got you, got you. Yeah, currently trying to max out my redstone collection. I have like 8 running right now. Yeah, probably just save the harvesting 6 books then until you got your garden farm set up for them, for those specific crops. Just got into mining. I mean, again, it's not like a terrible skill to do. If you enjoy it, it's fine. It'll work out. But it's just such like a sunk cost fallacy, I guess. Like, sure, if you've already spent a lot of time on it, keep going, but for most people, it's just not worth getting into now. If you haven't gotten into mining yet, then it's better to just get into farming. Makes more money in the long run, it's easier to get into, and it's kind of just the wave. Is every ban 30 days or minimum 30 days? Depends. I think sometimes for like some chat infractions, they might ban you for like a week or something. Or if it's a security ban, they'll ban you for like a week or 2 weeks. But yeah, if it's like a major ban, then yeah, usually 30 days. Max the garden. Yeah, I mean, there you go. If you're that far into the game, then it's fine to go ahead and get into mining for sure. Got all that done. Got my crown of average to 223 mil without 4-eyed fish this Diana. Yo, clean. Clean. Yoink. Nice garden, so moved over to mining for SkyBlock XP. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. It's the way to do it, I would say. But ranks number 3 and almost rank 2 in shiny pigs is actually wild, bro. 4 jumbo packs full of shiny tokens. Goodness. Weren't you ranked 10 before? And bro's caught up to rank 3 now? Or was that somebody else in the chat? We reviewed somebody who was number 10. I thought it was you. Maybe road trip. But like, bros, if that was you, then you moved up 7 places in the last couple of days. Like, dang, dude. Let the man cook. Let the man cook. The start of this year, the pig, I was ranked 76, brother. Goodness. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, dude. Done a few shiny pigs. Yeah, just a few. Just a few. Good grief. Good grief. Bing. the #1 ranked Iron Man and Shiny Pigs. Gotcha. Absolute madness. Is auto-clicking really up there with, like, cheats? Yes. Auto-clicking does change the inputs of your game. And it's not chat related, so yes, that is a hack. Heck W. Yoink. It's better to have on Rose Drag, Poignant Lucky Clover, or the Green Bandana. I would say the Lucky Clover, personally. Especially if it's Harvest Feast. I would say that one would be the better option. In my personal opinion. Is what, 7 Overbloom, right? That do add up. It do add up. Is Reaper Gem a special perk or base stat? I don't know how to view it in game. It is a can you call janitor? Is that a thing? Yes, you can. Here, I'll show you. Yes, pet and pet items right here. So it's 8 ferocity for 5 seconds on kill. So it's like a special perk. It doesn't go straight to the pet. It goes straight to the player, I believe. I don't know if it stacks either, to be honest, but it's useless. That's all you really need to know. It's trash. Don't use it. Bam, bam. Have the Poignant Lucky Clover on my Griffin in case I don't get the G-Drag pet swap. Yeah, that's fair. I've got the regular one on my Griffin right now. How much are the Poignant ones? Good grief. Yeah, that's still a lot. How much damage do you do? About 5 mil. Something like that. Yeah. I feel like there was a point when I was doing like 7 million. Close to that. I don't know what changed. I really didn't change anything on this. I don't think. I mean, I can call Maxwell real quick and make sure I got the right tunings and such. Yeah, I still do. Think. Actually, wait a minute. Hold up. Let's see. That would be 1881. When we get to this, this makes it 1881. There we go. In there. Should be slightly more damage. Really not. Heck W. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I was doing more damage at a point, but I don't know what changed. Goofy. Oh, I have 10 stacks on your Crimson. Ah, there we go. That would be the reason, because I'm down timing too much. It's the real problem. Once we get to that, that'll be a lot more damage for sure. So whenever we spawn like inks and stuff, that's where the damage stacks come in and start going ham. But I'm not spawning anything right now, and I don't know why. I might for like 35 mil. I still need to do... I don't know. Maybe I should get Carrot King to show up today. I might should do that. What I should do for sure is go check my garden, because my visitors should be good now. How you doing, by the way, today, Rival? What's good, bro? Yoink. All right. Cocoa beans. 720. Yoink. 1. We need 6 of these. 2. 404 of this. 3. 1 hay bale. Boom. Alright, that's 4. So just a few more. And we'll be chilling. Gonna take these. Boom. Alright. Let's swap to this. Okay. 1. 2, 3. All right. Boom. 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 Okay. Nice. Very, very nice. Doing great. Also grinding the die. Got you, got you. The grind is real out here, man. It's probably better to do it in a party and be the killer, but I can't be asked. I can't be asked to find a group right now. Trying to get into Diana event, but I don't like Kudra farming for armor. That's fair. Kudra is a pain in the butt to find a party in most of the time. Choose resource packs. Why do people use resource packs? You know? Why do you use resource packs? I had one at one point, but I don't like them. Straight up. I don't like it. I like vanilla. Yoink. Like, I get having the inventory ones. Those can be cool. But I don't like changing the blocks look of the game most of the time. But Hypixel's making their own official pack at some point. So that's another reason not to use one, because I'm going to be swapping to whatever they come out with. But granted, that could be another 5 years at this point, so who knows? Who knows, man? Have Hyperion, but still don't like it. Yeah. I mean, I understand liking Kudra. If you've got a good party, Kudra's fun. But that's the problem, is getting the good party. That's the problem. Really ready for Aatrox next? Yeah, I'll be running some, I don't know, I guess I'll be running... Actually, wait. Wait a minute. Has anyone been on Alpha to see what dies are coming up next? Because the dies on Alpha should be what shows up in the next SkyBlock year. So I'll probably be doing whatever's 3x for that. I mean, honestly, I kind of want Celestai to get 3x. I haven't done spins in a while, and one tapping those would be fun. I can 1 sec. Okay, cool. Yoink. Okay, finally, bro. It took me an hour to spawn another one. Goodness. Sheesh. All right. 1, 2, 3. Where's my Pharaoh proc? Mold. Where's my Pharaoh proc? How do I not get one in that whole section? It's crazy. Absolute insanity. SMH. Three hits and I don't get a ferocity proc. What is my ferocity odds right now? I've got 30 ferocity. Guess I should have thrown the flare down. Probably trolling for that. Start using Flay as well. Maybe that'll do the trick for us. Playtime, 5,957 hours. Just a little bit. Yes, Ghidorah, how you doing today? Let's see right here. Well, let me join SkyBlock on the Alpha. Bruh. Bruh. There was an issue while fetching your data, bruh. Well. Alright, I'll check it. Or I'll get IP banned. Good grief. We played SkyBlock for 248 days. Something like that, yeah. Something like that. Sorry, I can't check. Apparently, I can't check either. Are we trolling? Hold up. If I try Cloudflare Warp, what's this gonna do for me? What's it gonna do for me? Alright, stream might pause for a second, just so y'all are aware. Maybe. Nope. Cool. I don't know. They changed how Cloudflare Warp looks. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what it's got me doing right now. Good grief. What do they got me doing? I'm so confused. Okay, hopefully that didn't show anything on the short stream. That would be awkward. Please. I broke the whole thing. I broke the whole thing. Bro, I just want to play. Here, let's try this. Maybe. Maybe. Nope. Awesome. I love this game. It's great. Cloudflare is the best. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. Chat, what do I change my Cloudflare settings to? I don't know what it wants from me. I don't know what it wants from me. Happy was told you nope. Legit. Let me play. Let me play. Try this. If I restart Minecraft, that's not gonna change it, man. I've done this 1,000 times. That never fixes it. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. What did they do to Cloudflare Warp, bro? What did they do? Let's try this. What does that do? Nothing. Awesome. How about this? What does that do? Nothing. Love it. How about... Well, Tech W. Pause the stream, but we fixed it. We fixed it. Maybe. If it doesn't let me join, I'm gonna be sad. Alright, please let me play. Man. They're restarting the alpha. Or they're closing the alpha. Or something. Man. That's annoying. That's frustrating. Oh. Alright. Alright. Give me a moment. YouTuber 2FA, let's go. Let's go. Yoink. Oh, I'm typing the wrong thing. Cool. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. We're good. We should be back. Can y'all see me? Please do M5. I will not be doing dungeons, brother. I will not be doing dungeons. Diana, I'll join up later. I'll join up later. Have a giant Lego brick in your room? Maybe. Maybe. First time in like 6 hours. Yo, let him cook. I need one of those. Alright, well, I guess we're not gonna know what the dyes are for tomorrow unless... I bet somebody's in the Die Hunter Discord has figured it out, right? Surely. Surely. Let's see, where's Die Hunter Discord? There it is. Maybe. Here, let me message H-Man. Maybe he's got it. Is bro on? Is bro on? He's not on. Sad. Alright, I'm gonna have to PM. Wait for it. Here we are. Give me a moment. When will 2FA come out for normal players, though? Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know why, though. Probably just a lot of data for them to hold on to. They can only do it for a limited amount of people, I imagine is the reason. I imagine that's the reason. But who knows, dude? Who knows? Who knows? Anyways, we're up to 426 mil right now, which I'm gonna have to spend a bit on, again, getting Moondew. Can guarantee you have these, haven't hopped on in years. I can guarantee you that is cap. Smile. Yoink. Let's see. Going over here. Anyways. Wait, 1.5 bill already from Diana? Bruh, I need to play more. Have not played enough. I have not played enough this Diana.
As a child,
That's probably why I'm
yearned
never
for the
dropping
mines.
mythological die, for real. But yo, Marno with the sub, appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Again, boys, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Working on 33K subs for profile review stream. Smile. But dang, 1.5 bill, bro. Yeah, I was in a party with Sir Cal the other day, and bro was making like 400 mil an hour. It's like, what kind of parties are you in? And let me in. Even so, I'd be able to still do it even if I had that player count while doing it to follow stuff like DPR. I mean, again, I don't know. Even if it was just like easier to FA, yeah, like the ones that they've got for the YouTubers is like what's it called? It's for like authenticator app, so it changes it every now and then. Like even if they just did it with like a full number or something, though, yeah. I don't know. Yo, what's good, Fulcrum? Doing Diana? I am. We're running solos for the memes. For the memes. Gives me higher chance of dropping shenanigans. Boom, boom. Diana doesn't love this time. 0 times, but I've dropped wool. Nice. Nice. Authenticator app is better as SMS is prone to interception. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's better, but I don't know if it like requires more data for them, or like if it's harder for them to do, you know, than it would be for them to do SMS. Like even SMS would be better than nothing, you know. We're missing the 9, so we've already got 5 of it from Potted Cactus. The other 4 that we're getting today is gonna be from what's it called? 1, 2, 3. The Gratitude Talisman. No ferocity. Sad. Good grief. I need to start throwing the flare down, bro. I'm just not doing it. Just not doing it. Maybe I should use the flay a little bit more as well. That would help too. Found flame dye yet? Nah, we ended up caving because I couldn't find one, and I don't think we're going to find one. So we ended up re-rolling. Ended up with Hellebore, which was a lot cheaper, so I'm not upset about it. But again, I would have bought flame dye if there was one that we could have gotten, but it's just there's none of them that are unapplied hardly at all, so that people are willing to sell. If you drop one of those things, it is like so ridiculously rare that people don't want to sell it, you know. So It is what it is. It is what it is. Yoink. I would need to do is authenticate your app plus recovery codes and do that set up via the official website with your account linked. But how much like website space is that going to take? You know, it's just, that's my question, is like how much are they going to have to pay for like servers to hold that information or whatever? I don't know how this works. Maybe I'm being dumb, but using a 4GB RAM laptop and getting playable FPS in SkyBlock with mods like Skyblocker, bro's cooking. Bro is cooking. Yeah, after today, we're still going to be missing 9 XP, which is from, or not 9, we're going to be missing 3 XP from Lunar Moth Bestiary. So that'll be our last little bit that we'll need to do. I have Tactics 5 on my Slayer armor because of this Diana and because it was under 100 mil per book for 4. Is that expensive? I feel like that's expensive. Am I crazy? Good grief. Hold up. What's the expensive part right now? It should still be the chili peppers, right? Like just... Oh. 4 stuffed chili peppers. Boom. Which is what? 160 of these times 4 would be 640. I mean, fair enough. Good grief. When did chili peppers get so expensive? The crud? Are people just not running Inferno minions anymore? Is that what's happening? It's kind of crazy. Like, I would have thought that because of Derpy, the prices would have gone down from people using all their Inferno minion fuels, but goodness, I guess not. What gear is required to start making money with Diana? I mean, you can use various gear. The main thing is having a Dayblade. Like, you want to reach a certain damage threshold for each like tier of Griffin pet. So of course Legendary Griffin is where you start making the money for the most part. Like that's where the real money's at, is getting Chimera drops and stuff. So if you're able to do Legendary Griffin, which generally I recommend being able to do about 1 million damage, at least 1 million damage before you start doing that. But it's really going to require, like, it's going to depend on your bestiary. Because the higher your bestiary with Dayblade, the more damage you're doing. So, the tier Chimera is needed. You really don't need Chimera. Like, realistically, Chimera, each Chimera book is going to increase your damage a little bit. But, like, since you're using... Dang, that was a lot of Magic Find. Holy. But since you're using Griffin Pet most of the time, like, you're not going to see that kind of Magic Find. Unless you get lucky with your Ferocity proc. And get your G-Drag equipped. I mean, if you're in a party and someone else is killing, then it'll help with your Magic Find, but each book or each level is like 9 Magic Find generally, I think is the calculation, somewhere around 9 Magic Find per level. So of course it's nice, but like it's not a requirement, you know. Boom. What's max MP right now? 2050. 3 mil to 3.5 mil damage enough with Griffin for Mythic? Yeah, for sure. I mean, doing 2 mil is generally the recommended minimum. About less than 1 kilobyte per user? Okay. Hope I said that right. I might not have said that right. Keck W. Yo, it's good Taco. How you doing, bro? We chilling. We out here. We are out here. 427 bajillion coins in the purse. For now, we'll see how long that lasts. We shall see. Is that right? Let's go. A one-shot T4 E-Man. I cannot, no. I don't think anybody can. Don't they have like 350 mil HP or something insane? I know one of the guys in my guild is like top 50 in E-Man XP. And he doesn't one-shot him, so I don't think so. Yo, what's good, Spyro? How to set up item in Inferno minion? What do you mean, like the fuel? Like the Inferno minion fuel? I mean, you just got to put it in the fuel section. All right, and second off, stop spamming in my chat or I'm not going to answer your question. Good grief. Good grief. Is getting the Dayfix Fade worth it before getting term on Iron Man? That is a good question. Term has a lot more uses for sure, but it doesn't it require more braided feathers? I mean, it's 4 times more braided feathers. So if you get the spade, then that's usually, I mean, it's probably not going to help you get more griffin feathers, in all honesty. You get the same amount of feathers, I think, no matter what spade you're using. It's just the higher tier the spade, the more like mythos frags and the more coins you get from burrows. So doesn't really help with that. So it's a good thing to get in the long run, but it's not going to help you get feathers faster. So probably term first in that case, especially for wanting to get into dungeons and such. But term or hype for damage, I mean, depends on what we're doing. Like if we're doing Kudra, I'd say hype, but if we're talking dungeons, then term. Yoink. He's number 8 right now. Got you. But yeah, he does. Yeah, I mean, I've seen, he's shown me the strat where he can do that much damage, but you can't do it on first attack. They only have 30 mil HP. Is that for real? I guess they changed it since the old days, right? Yeah, no, they don't have 30 mil HP, brother. What? There's literally... Okay, see, I was closer to right. Good grief. Good grief. What would you say is a good magic power for Archer and M7? For M7, usually, like, if you're gonna play Archer, you gotta have a lot. Like, I was doing it back in the day for like 1500, but the more the merrier. How much MP do you think I should have for Epic Griffin? I mean, it depends. Like, the more the merrier, of course, but again, it's more of a damage thing. Just watch your guide from a year ago and I died of guys in like 20 seconds. Okay, yeah, we're probably not at the point where we need to be doing Epic Griffin then. Where it's taking us 20 seconds to kill a construct.
As a child, I yearned.
Deal 100k with Daedalus and 200k on Shadow Fury. Yeah, you should be on rare then. Generally, start with rare and get your bestiary up, and that'll help you deal more damage with day. Yo, Phoenix with the 4 months, appreciate it, dude. Let's go. How you doing today, bro? Absolutely massive. 4 months, man. Bro's been out here. I appreciate it, dude. But yeah, I mean, in that guide, I said you should be able to one-tap generally the next tier of Minos Hunter before you upgrade to that tier. So for Epic Griffin, the Minos Hunters have 350k HP, so generally I recommend being able to do about 350k damage before you upgrade to that. That's generally the damage amount. Yoink. Okay. Finally. Yo, Snacks with another raid of 7. How you doing today, bro? Boom, boom. How was stream? How was stream? All right. I never get the, whatever it's called. Can't brain right now. Never get the Frosty proc. Just doesn't happen. Just got done with some Diana, got bored, so I got off. That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, I don't know. I usually enjoy Diana, but there's a certain point where it's like, ugh, I'm not spawning enough Inquisitors, get me off. Loki gotta get Crimson right now. It is a grind. It is a grind. But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for Diana is your bestiary. So if you just do rare Griffin for a while and get your bestiaries up, then you'll probably be fine. Tech for E-Man 2, I spent 112 mil on magical power at 600 MP right now. I mean, the biggest thing for E-Man 2, if you're struggling, probably work on your Rev Slayer. Because I imagine we're not at the point where we can run Final Destination, right? So usually for E-Man 2s, I would recommend like 3/4 Shadow Assassin with Reaper Mask to be able to handle tier 2s for a bit. And then once you get to E-Man 3, I mean, if you wanted to do T1s until E-Man 3 and get Final Destination, then you could work on your kills then and start doing T2s and then T3s and then T4s as you get your kills up. Excuse me. But if you're gonna go for T2s, I would recommend getting your Rev Slayer leveled first. The T2s with Superior and Reaper Mask, yeah, that works too. Superior and Shadow Assassin are basically the same set, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to like regular stats. Pretty much. But yeah, how was your Diana like today? I have dropped nothing yet. It's been kind of abysmal. We have been out here for an hour and a half. I've dropped nothing. I've spawned like a total of 2 or 3 inks. Kind of abysmal, which granted, half an hour we've probably spent downtiming, but still. Got like 1 loot shared book during a stream. Gotcha. I have been running solo because it's better for, I feel like it's better for mythological die unless you're the killer in a party. But a lot of the people at this level are, everybody wants to kill their own, you know, so. This means less downtime loot sharing and more chances for die because I can just insta-kill the ink and then move on to the next. But it only works out if I'm spawning inks, and right now we're not. It's bad. It is real bad. But oh well. What's a man supposed to do? Yo. 34 minutes, 4 inks, and 1 book. Alright, buddy. Alright, I'm just getting flexed on now. Like, what the heck? What the heck, dude? How much MP are you getting from contacts? That is a great question. I don't know how to check that. Does it show on the Abby phone? I mean, I guess it's 2 per Abby phone contact, right? And we're getting 82 contacts, so I should be getting like 41 MP from Abby phone contacts. I believe. That's how it works. Man's got to get his tracking up, bro. I got the max. I think. Actually, wait. Yeah, I do. My beacon's still powered. I have literally the max tracking in the game. What do you want from me? The bacon. Could do T2 with Necron and Reaper Mask. Skill issue, I guess. I mean, if you have like a Mana Flux and a Wand of Atonement, maybe a Florid Zombie Sword with the Reaper Mask. And usually Wand of Atonement and Mana Flux with Reaper Mask should be enough. As long as you're using Katana with Drain on it. Should be going ham for T2s. T3s probably not, but T2s. Manticore Claw, best in slot glove for Slayers? Depends on the Slayer. Like Demon Slayer Gauntlet, of course, is going to be best for Blaze. I think for Tarantula, the necklace that gives combat wisdom, but the magic find still doesn't work. So for Tarantula Slayer, the shriveled bracelet is still better. But when it comes to like Revs and E-Man, I don't guess the E-Man glove. I don't think that's that good. Maybe I'm tripping though. The Dragon Fuse glove, I don't think that's good. So I think it's probably better for those and for Sven's. Don't even think its combat wisdom works because I didn't notice anything. I tested it the other day. Like I had it on and I did a kill and got more XP than after I took it off and did a kill. So unless I'm tripping, it could have been like my Grandma Wolf combo lined up though. I didn't really think about that. So maybe I messed it up. Here, let's try it out. Let's see. Let's do a damage test, or not a damage test, an XP test. So, without Shriveled Bracelet on, I'm gonna stab. Actually, all these guys give different XP amounts. So let's do over here. This will be simpler. All right. This dude gives 295.7. We swap to the bracelet. 309.1. So yeah, it does work. It do work. Boom, boom, boom. It do work. Still can't do T5 Reb. Yeah, I mean, T5 Rebs are rough. That is fair. They are a little bit of a toughie when you're early on. Eventually, though, you'll be killing them in 2 seconds. You'll get to that point. Oh, I went a little too far. Guess they fixed it or something since I last used it. Yeah, I mean, they did all those tarantula... What are they called? The QOLs for Tarantula Slayer. So, they could have fixed the Magifine too and just not had it in the patch notes. Or maybe they did have it in the patch notes and I didn't notice. That's also possible. Name on Skycrypt, do exclamation IGN in the chat and it'll pop up. Or you can just do exclamation Skycrypt and it'll pop up with the link to my Skycrypt. Boom, boom. Yoink. Smoked. Smoked. Alrighty. I need to see some coins, bro. They're not doing squat for me. I probably need to check in on my, dang, that's a lot of money. Probably need to check in on my garden as well. See if my visitors have been cooking yet or not. That is the question. Get around 111 tarantula bosses an hour so far. Got you, got you. Nope. Good grief. Yeah, I mean, it is... How much? What's it again? It's only 5 combat wisdom. So if you already have a lot of combat wisdom and you're high level, you know, that might not even be enough to make it 1 less kill to spawn, you know? So maybe, like, if the Magifine doesn't work and that wisdom doesn't even do anything, it might not even be worth using, you know? But to be fair, using the Manticore Claws probably isn't going to make it so you have 1 less hit either on the boss, so realistically it probably doesn't matter at all. The difference between either of them is like negligible, I think. Bro got a braided feather. Let's go. Dropped 1 of those. I feel like that's like low-key same rarity as dropping a die. Heck W. Loki already did 17 hours with Diana just this mayor and got 1 Gaim. Dang, bro. Let him cook. For real, that's goated. Goated rates. Oh, man. That's rough, bro. That's rough. When are we going to do dungeons? Never. If I have a say, it's not going to happen until they add SkyBlock XP to it. So there is a possibility that I do some whenever the minister perks come out, like next month. But why not? Because I hate them. I've done 600 hours of it already and I never want to do it again. Pretty much. That's the gist. Iron Man rates be like, for real, bro. For real. I mean, again, it's not dungeons themselves. I don't mind dungeons. I just hate the crowd that gathers whenever I stream dungeons. It's like all the high-level players who know life dungeons. It's not even high-level players, probably. It's actually probably the ones with 17 accounts that have all been banned for hacking that just pop in the chat and tell me I'm trash, you know? I just don't deal with it. I don't have to deal with it, so I don't want to deal with it. Pretty much. Kind of where I'm at. I can just play other parts of the game, so might as well play other parts of the game. Odds are they're very young and still immature. I mean, a decent amount of them, I would believe that. But I think the majority of them are older and still immature. Low-key. think the ones yapping about how trash I am at dungeons are the Nepo babies with 10 different Minecraft accounts that have all been banned for cheating in dungeons. Most likely. That's what it was when I made a Kudra guide video like a couple years ago. It's actually one of my most viewed videos still, which I think people probably don't watch as much now because Features is more up to date, so that should be the case. But bro, those dungeon players were so mad. They popped in for one stream and were like, your guide is trash. And then I asked them to provide some helpful criticism. Be like, all right, if it's trash, tell me what I said that was wrong. For the average player, you know? Like, it's not a guide for speedrunning. It is a guide for how to, like, get into Kudra. And they were just so mad because if more people, they're gatekeeping. The Kudra community is very gatekept because it is so late game that you have to be to do it well and to make money from it. But because it is gatekept is the reason that it's that way. So if when people make guides and stuff on how to get into Kudra, they get so upset because if too many people get into Kudra, then it stops making as much money. And that is literally all they care about is how much money they're making in this game. And so if you do that, they will legit attack you and send you death threats. Like, that's what happens. It's like, dude, relax. Your block coins aren't going away, man. It's not that serious. It is not that serious. Why you didn't do this save 0.5 seconds run? Why would you accept this guy in the party as a negative 2 seconds of average PB? We should wait 20 minutes in party finder. Keck W. True. True. All right, that's wild. That's wild.
As a child,
yo, Steve with the 5. Let's go.
At Stove 10706 donated $4.99 through Super Chat. I feel like the part I'm slacking the most in is my island. Do you have any recommendations? I have a few clay and fishing minions, but that's it.
Got you. Yo, doing some W's for Stove with the 5. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you. The part I'm lacking most in is my island. I mean, personally, my island is trash. Like, I have skeleton minions down for when Bone Die eventually gets 3x, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. But I mean, got clay and fishing minions, but that's it. I mean, if you don't like fishing, then that's fine. Like, clay makes decent money, and fishing will give you your fishing XP, so that's totally valid. If you're going for money though, then of course slime and sheep is kind of the meta these days. So if you're wanting to make money and you're checking in on your minions every day, then you can do sheep. But if you're, you know, not checking your minions very often, like once a week or less, then probably slime minions is the strat. But yeah, appreciate the 5, bro. Thank you very much. Let's go. Other than that, I mean, the other thing is like the postcard from Free Will is a good thing to get too. That is also very helpful for making your minions faster. It's like 5% faster minions, I think, from that. So can clearly do T2s, but can't really live so long. Grind is real out here, bro. Guess we're talking about you, man, right? But yeah, for again, the Reaper Mask will help a lot with that. Very helpful for that. Very helpful. Yeah, this game is incredibly easy, so the kids have to perma complain that someone's not doing X thing at max efficiency. Legit. Like, I get it. Like, Dungeons is very, like, much of a speedrun community, and like Kudra as well. But like, it is very speed based, and that's where a lot of the community has focused on, is doing things at max efficiency, max speed. And again, that can be fun if you're willing to teach people how to do it. The problem is they'll play, and if you're doing something slightly wrong, they won't teach you how to do it. They'll just kick you and hope that the next guy is better. And 99% of the time, they're not. Like, they're the same most of the time. And so it's just a cycle of stuck in Party Finder until you get a better PB. I think that's PB running is a big thing. Which, I mean, again, if you're doing PB running, like, I get it, but don't be in Party Finder, like, for most of the time. Like, again, they got to be willing to teach people how to do stuff if you're gonna have that high of standards. Like, people aren't gonna just magically start meeting those standards unless you teach them what to do. Alright, let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Still no luck. I haven't spawned a single Manticore or a King Minos today, by the way. What's the deal with that? They don't actually want people to learn. They want to feel superior since they're either really young or immature, so they don't exactly have anything else going on. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, makes sense. But I don't know. Again, I feel like a lot of the people, I don't know, I guess really young in this case is like 12, I guess. But makes sense. Fair enough. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. The 2KC player doesn't know the super niche 0.5 second time save method. Kick him. For real. The method that just came out yesterday. Banned. But yeah, I mean, again, it's not every party that's like that. It's just in M7, a lot of parties are like that, which M7 is pretty difficult, you know, like, to be at that point, you have to have done a lot of dungeons. So it's kind of one thing to expect people to know how to clear. Like, if somebody doesn't know how to clear after you've done, you know, a couple hundred hours of dungeons to be able to do M7, like to have the gear and the cattle level to do M7 well, and you still don't know how to clear, then, you know, that's one thing. But if we're out here kicking people for not knowing a skip that just dropped last week, like, that's where it gets a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy. Yeah, definitely don't use Giant Sword. That would be the problem. Katana. Katana is the wave. Yeah, see, this is the problem with melee right now is, see, everybody, like, again, Giant Sword's cool. It's got big damage numbers. It's fancy, it's expensive, yada, yada, yada. The thing they don't tell you is it's trash. Trash. Giant Sword, it's trash. It's garbage. Get out of here. Which, I mean, if we're at the point where we can't do T2s, it might be alright. But, like, Katana goes ham, bro. Slayer weapons are just objectively better. They're just straight up better. Has basically no use apart from museum, pretty much. I mean, again, if you get one early game and you can use it, like, it's not bad for the first 2 or 3 Slayer levels, but like the Slayer weapons just end up being better. I did 800 T1s for E-Man 5. All right. Why? You unlock final destination. That is not, ain't no way, actually. Ain't no way. Because E-Man 5 is, I think you did it for E-Man 4. His final destination was unlocked at E-Man 4. It's E-Man 3 now. E-Man 5 is where you get Juju. So ain't no way we did that, because it would take way more than 800 to get that many. But yoink. Yoink. Couldn't do a T2 with Final Destination. Well, the math doesn't add up. I'm just telling you, the math doesn't add up. You did 800 T1s, that's 5 XP per T1, right? 5 Enderman Slayer XP. 5 times 800 would be 4,000, I believe. And 4,000 doesn't even get you to level 4, actually. Did most of it during Aatrox's. Okay, so 6 XP. So maybe you did get to 5,000, but like you still didn't get enough XP to do level 5, bro. You did not get enough XP from 800 T1s to get to E-Man 5. That's 20,000 XP at the most. If you're getting 6 XP, you'd still have to do 3,000 plus T1s. Like 5, it's 20k for level 5. Or am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping. Is it level 6 that's 20k? Okay, maybe you're right. I might be trolling. Can't remember. Does it show the XP numbers in here? I don't recall. Maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't tell you how much it's. I gotta pull it quick. It's level 6? Okay. Is it 5k for level 5 then, or is it 20k? I thought it was 20k. Or 10k at least. I'm not IP banned from the wiki now. Let's go. Let's go. Dang it, it is 5k for level 5. Bro, why would you do that? What are you doing? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Brother. That's crazy. Any good drops yet? Not yet, Fred. Sadly, no. Dropped one and instantly put it in a museum. I mean, it's not worst thing. Guess you unlock Hex a little faster, right? Couldn't kill T2s with Final Destination. Did you get like any kills on it at all? Papega. Ay, ay, ay. I could not have put myself through that, man. Good grief. That's so many Enderman kills. 10k? Were you using Soul Flow? Did you have like 2 magical power? Like, how is this possible? I used to be skill issued. Used to be. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough, I guess. That is crazy. Literally crazy. Alright. Had Soul Flow and 600 MP and 10k kill Final Destination. We couldn't do T2s. I think I could do T3s with that gear. Maybe, okay, not T4s probably. But I could probably have done T3s with that gear. Like, high ping is one thing, but that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm too skill issued to drop an Inquisitor or to get an Inquisitor to drop me a book. So, I don't know. Maybe we're in the same boat, Loki. Maybe we're all in the same boat. Madness. The boat of madness. What I really need is this die, bro. See, the problem is, like, I don't think I've dropped the die that showed red name. I don't think I've dropped a die that showed my red name yet. Every single die I've been nicknamed or was before red name, you know? Like for the Necron dies, I wasn't red name yet. For the Copper dies, I wasn't red name yet. So like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to drop a die and not be nicknamed either, because probably whenever I do, like, if I do Wild Strawberry or Dung Die or something, like one of those would be without red name, but I don't know, man. We're on that struggle bus, dude. Struggle bus is real. It's real out here. Alright. Keep cocooning all the wrong mobs as well. Stay hydrated, boys. But yeah, I got you, Fred. But today and tomorrow, and then done with college for the summer. That will be nice, dude. Just in time for Lotus Atoll. For real, for real. They did close the alpha now, right? I'm sure it's got to be 0 out of 0. Because it was starting to close whenever we tried to get in earlier. And sadly could not. Very sad times, very sad times. I do need to check my garden though. I bet my visitors have shown up by now. How we doing? How we doing? Yes, they have. All right, Chantel is gotta go because we can't give her a rose right now. Lift operator. All right, we should be able to give all 3 of these guys roses though. Okay, so let's get the vinyls out. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll get one more out. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more. Somewhere. Yoink. Alright. So, lift operator. 1 vinyl set. 5 baked potatoes. Bang. Banker Broadjaw. 376. Yoink. Okay. Arthur. 246. Try that again. There we go. Yoink. Boom. Alright. Now I need 1, 2, 3. So first off, we're gonna go hub and give 1 to Arthur. Voila. And then we're gonna go mines and give 1 to Banker Broadjaw. No! Oh, wait. Oh, that's bad. Chat. I might not be able to get max MP today. I didn't know that was a thing. What? There's a limited amount of roses you can give out per day? Oh, that's actually bad. What? Oh, that's really bad. I don't think we're getting max MP today, chat. That is not good at all. That is not good at all. Yo, what's good, Zane? Got full Devons with Jaded and Max Titanium Drill, no coating, powder, all perfect crystals, no Scatha. Good grief. So, you have done powder? And you've got all perfect crystals? Have you done your powder grind yet? Like, we've not done powder coating, but have we done our regular powder grind? Like how much gemstone and mithril powder you got? Because if you haven't done that yet, I would do that first, because you can make money while doing the powder grind. So that's a good one to do. Oh, there's Flames Lobby. Smile. Good grief. Can I get a lobby? Can I get a lobby? I mean, other than that, the biggest money methods these days, honestly, aren't even for gemstones. A lot of times, coal mining is one of the better methods, and umber and tungsten mining are also really strong. So a lot of people do those. At those 8 mil gemstones, 18.4, glaciite 250k. Okay, so probably do umber / tungsten and glaciite mine shafts, or just like be doing your glaciite commissions to get your powder up for glaciite. And then like if a mithril gourmand pops up or something, right, you can go and do that for mithril powder. But I mean, your mithril powder is pretty good for, that's all you really need. Just be getting more for like SkyBlock XP really, so you don't really have to do that part. But yeah, probably umber / tungsten, because people still be buying up those keys. They are expensive. But yeah, chat, we may not be getting max MP today. I might have goofed slightly. We might have slightly goofed it a bit. But yeah, no problem, Zane. Hopefully that helps. Yoink. We may have slightly goofed it. Yeah, that was not part of the plan. That was not part of the plan at all. I didn't know that was a thing, man. Limited amount of bachelor roses. Like, what? I had no clue. I guess I'm not giving Vincent a rose today. Sad. Very, very sad. Oh. Well, can we drop a Chyme to make up for my misfortune? Alright, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that did not work out. That did not work out. Man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. That was not a chimera. Feels bad. Yo, what's good, Dr. Deezy? How you doing, bro? Is it more important to increase my magical power or to upgrade my crimson armor? Depends on what MP level you're at and what crimson tier you're at. Like, once you get to base infernal, that's where you should stop. Like, don't star past base infernal right now. It's just not worth it. But I mean, MP's never a bad option either. Because, like, you can increase your crimson armor, right? But that's not going to help you with your dungeons. Or, like, your Kudra or anything like that. That's going to be, you know, armor sets besides crimson. But if you increase your magical power, that helps you in dungeons. That helps you in Kudra. That helps you with slayers. It helps you with everything. So, usually, if you're wanting, like, all-around type of damage, then your magical power is going to be a good option. But if you're only at, like, burning crimson, like, fiery is a pretty solid spot to stop at for a while. If you don't have, like, 1500 MP or something, then you could probably stop at fiery and then maybe get your magical power up quite a bit before you go for infernal crimson. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Doing good. Have 700 MP and burning 1 star. Okay. Yeah, so I'd probably say try and get to 1000 MP and then get fiery and then get to like 13 to 1500, something like that, and then you can upgrade to infernal. Unless like you're planning on doing a ridiculous amount of slayers. Like if you're going to be doing a ton of slayers or a ton of Diana, then it might be a little more worth it to upgrade your crimson sooner. But just for all around combat, I would say the MP is a little bit more important in the long run. It was good, Vulcan. Probably because you can't give roses to all the rare visitors to get higher copper than average chances. I mean, I don't know. Because like if you're gonna buy copper, you can just buy copper now with buying mutations and salvaging them at Jake. Like that's just free copper, so I don't know why they would do that, except to hinder Iron Man from getting as much copper per day, which would be kind of dumb. Like, I don't know. That seems a bit strange. Like, I understand having the cap of 1 rose per visitor per day, but having a limit of like 5 roses per day is kind of wild to me. That's kind of crazy, I feel like. Maybe I'm tripping though. Alright, well, I probably need to write down those visitors then. Because we got to do Banker Broadjaw and Lift Operator tomorrow. Oh, it's the wrong thing. Here we go. Yoink. Alright. Gratitude visitors. Banker Broadjaw. Lift Operator. Alright. We'll have to do those tomorrow. We just gave one to Arthur, so Arthur should show up and give us a gratitude here in a little bit. That'll be something. And I could go ahead and give a gratitude to somebody else and have them show up later. But yeah, I mean, the rose, I think the rose doesn't reset for like another 8 hours, and I'm not streaming that long today. So y'all might have got clickbaited, but I didn't mean to. I apologize. I apologize. We'll be getting max MP tomorrow, it seems like. Running a giant cleaver and, well, I mean, I guess I could get the gratitude cakes. Give me a second. Sorry, I'm thinking in the middle of reading your sentence. I could get gratitude cakes. I could just buy it and then I'll sell them back once I get them. We'll do that today. So we'll get Arthur, and then we'll get Max MP. So y'all aren't getting clickbaited, don't worry. We're all good. But running a giant cleaver and have been for a while now, is it worth it to upgrade to a Shadow Fury or a giant sword, or should I just stick with my cleaver for the time being? I would just roll with the cleaver, and don't worry about upgrading your dungeons melee weapon, because dungeons melee is booty cheeks. So just wait until you get a Juju, would be my recommendation, and then start running that. Like, the dungeons meta now, even if you're a Burrs, is to use a bow and arrow. So running a Juju short bow as Burrs, as healer, as tank. If you're not a mage, generally, if you're at the higher end of dungeons, like F6 and above, then you should be running at least a Juju, generally. Okay, let's throw this down, put this down, swap to this, boom. Alright, that did not work out. Feels bad, mans. I think he just died to venom, probably. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. How am I getting no chimes today, though? Pagan. The item consumed when you give it to the visitor. The vinyl does. Yeah. Like the minecart item. That does consume, yes. You. But yeah, melee's in a weird spot when it comes to dungeons. Believe it or not, the only class that uses a dark claymore in dungeons is the mage. Like the Burrs, I mean, Burrs can run it. There's a few Burses who are good enough and can do it. But even when they do it, I think most of the time it's pretty much on the same level as Terminator. Unless, again, you have to have like a Chime 5, like a Chime 5 Claymore and really strong Crimson. Bro, I haven't spawned a single Minos, King Minos or Manticore, like, at all. We're on that struggle bus. Alright, well, no ferocity on the last hit, per usual. Good grief, I'm never dropping anything. Pain. Play Burrs, it's better to run true Burrs rather than Juju. Does it depend on the weapon, though? I would feel like it has to be at least like Shadow Fury in that case, right? But again, that's only if you're playing Burrs. When you run Juju, you have flexibility and can swap classes on a whim. But I did not know that. Fair enough then. My bad. Early Burrs running a giant sword with Soul Eater is really good for clear. Alright then. Yeah, I guess if you don't have like Skeleton Master, then buying the bouncy arrows all the time can be annoying. Got a trio party for Diana right now. It's chill. Let's go. You'll love to see it. Mythos or Crimson? Crimson. Mythos is trash. I am a Mythos hater. Bro, I'm spawning all the inks now. Like, you get nothing for hours, and then suddenly, bang. Here's everything. Alright. Hit him with that. Up to this. Do not. No ferocity. It's not real. It's not real. All my days, back to back. Surely. Give me a book. Please. Please. There we go. We got the ferocity, but no book. Again. I would have thought by now I would have cocooned at least one of them. But nope. Depression. Mythos for magic find on kills comes for everything else. I don't even use Mythos for magic find on kills because the magic find you get from it doesn't get boosted by renowned or anything. So we out here running the sorrow for that. Plus, I'd have to pay to put Legion on a second setup, you know? Am I tripping, or did most in-game players quit in the past year? I don't remember any of the top player names, so they either changed their IGNs or quit. I think a lot of times it does go through flows. You know, some people like to wait after a big update comes out, right? And just try and max the update later. So it depends. I think some people take breaks, especially right now. It's like exam season, right? So a lot of the players who would normally be trying to lock in and max out an update super duper quick are probably trying to focus on homework and stuff. So it depends as well, you know, year to year, for whether so-and-so quits because they have to go to college, or they got a job that requires them to work more hours, got a promotion that requires them to work more hours, whatever. But I don't think they've quit. It's just they've probably not grinded, like not decided not to grind for as efficiently or as consistently as they were before, you know? Like, I got to max XP after Greenhouse came out, and then they came out with this Harvest Feast update, and like every update now, it takes me a little longer to max than it did before, I feel like. Which, the last few updates have been kind of goofy, to be fair, but I guess, yeah, but for example, M7 Party Finder just full of new names. Yeah, M7, a lot of people did quit, for sure, because of Dungeon Breaker changes. Yo, Bubble with the sub, appreciate it, thank you, thank you. But yeah, when Dungeon Breaker came out, a lot of Dungeon players quit, 100%, because they liked their stonking and being able to do that, which the routes didn't really change. I mean, there's a few things that changed here and there, but for the most part, they stayed the same. They did do a change not too long ago as well, where you can't, let's see, where's a spot I could try this? Like, you can't ether warp onto blocks with a player head. Like, I'm spam right clicking right now and I can't ether warp onto this, but I can do this one. So you can't use those routes where you could ether warp onto player heads and then mine through a wall. Excuse me. So a few routes did change because of that recently. But yeah, a lot of people quit in dungeons specifically. Like, throughout the rest of the game, a lot of people are still here, but the dungeon players specifically definitely lots of the community just quit whenever Dungeon Breaker came out. Are using Fatal Tempo term for Pharaoh swap? Bro, I am not paying 100 million coins for Fatal Tempo to get Ferocity swap slightly better. It's just not happening. Just not happening. If I was going for more consistency, then I would be going with Huntax right now. Problem is, I can't remove Venomous on my Dayblade, or I'd be doing my Pharaoh swap way more consistently. I put Venomous 7 on the Dayblade way back when it came out for the memes, because Venomous didn't work, but I thought it'd be funny. But now it works, and you can't take it off. And it's really hard to hit your Ferocity swaps when you've got Venomous on your Dayblade, because it's doing 2 mil every second. So if you don't hit at the exact right time, bro just dies to Venomous. It's frustrating. What you're missing for max XP? So we are getting the Talisman today. And after that, the only thing we'll be missing is 3 Lunar Moth Bestiaries, or like Bestiary XP. But it's going to be 50 kills, which if I was to buy the stuff for that right now would cost me around 700 million coins. So we're going to wait until the next Harvest Feast comes out, and hopefully we'll actually have Moonflower. The last 2 haven't had Moonflower. So hopefully we don't go 3-0. But we'll see. Could just run the Claymore, I guess. I don't know what I'd change in my hotbar, though, is the problem. Because, like, I'm going to swap to the Dayblade at the end for the looting and the magic find, of course. But I'd have to have the Claymore and then something else. I mean, I guess I could take out the SOS Flare, maybe? Or I could get rid of the Flaming Flay. I don't know, maybe. Let's try that. Did I put it in the Huntax? What did I do with my Dayblade? Or not Dayblade, my Claymore. What did I do with bro? Oh, duh. Yoink. Alright. We'll try that. Do I have venomous on there? I do. Hold up. Let me take that off. Yoink. Do. Okay. And we're also going to remove fire aspects as well. Do. Controlling. There we go. Alright. We'll try this out and see how it goes. We'll see how it do. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I'll probably do decent damage with this. I mean, it's not going to be goated, but should still be solid. How much am I doing? Doubt I one shot. Yeah, 1.7. I don't know. With Sorrow Armor, that's going to be like such bad damage, but we'll see what we can get done. Alpha's back up. Did you see the dice? Carmine 3x, Dung, and Jade 2x. Okay. So I can do whatever I want next week. Lit. Technically, I could go for Jade, but I've decided to only focus on the 3x die. I don't care about the 2x's. And I already have Carmine, so we'll just vibe out. I think will be the play. Yoink. Running. Let's see about that. I'm kind of money locked for magical power because of Jacobus. Yeah, that's fair. Have like 40 MP and common talisman sitting in my ender chest. Would you recommend like 1 or 2 money making methods other than farming so I can get accessory slots? 600 MP. I mean, if you run F5 can make good money. You just have to have a little bit of coins to be able to open the chests, of course. But F5 is pretty decent. Tarantula Slayer can be good, but that's usually if you're running higher level, so probably not for where you're at. I mean, mining, of course, does have some if you're completely opposed to farming, but there's a reason farming is recommended, just saying. I mean, if you do it during Harvest Feast, it makes so much more, even if you just decided to only do it during Harvest Feast, you know? Alright, let's see if we can do this. Boom. Alright. If we're gonna get him low here, boom. Get him low with Claymore. No Venomous necessary. And then try and no Frost proc. Cool. I do all that and then I miss my double 30% chance to Pharaoh proc. Love that for me. Love that for me. They killed the jungle skip right when I started doing Nucleus runs for Jade. Pain. Yeah, I don't know. The reason I wasn't going for Jade was because I didn't want to learn the jungle skip. Low-key. That's why I was putting it off, because I didn't want to do it. So, I mean, it might not be too bad for me, low-key. We'll see. Oh, wait. I'm in sorrow. Lol. Lol XD. Yeah, what's good, Alon? How you doing, bro? But there is also attribute slots, or there's an attribute that gives accessory bag slots as well, so you could try that one out. Wouldn't be bad. Start of Skywalk here. Me and my friend dropped Holly Die. Nice. Yeah, I spent a lot of money dropping Holly Die. I think it took me like, I don't know, it was a lot of stacks. I don't remember exactly how much it cost, but it was a lot. Did I ever put that in a video? I may not have put Holly Die drop in a video. I probably should. Probably should get that put in a video. But nothing because we fished up all the red gifts. Valid. Valid. I opened red gifts for like 5 hours, I think, to drop Holly Die. It's a very long gift opening stream. My brain was rotted by the end of it. Keck W. I need more ferocity. I'm trying to think of what else I could do. Not really a lot. I mean, I could change my maybe I should change my tuning points. Might be the strat. Oh wait, I'm hitting him with the wrong weapon. Come over here. Okay, did I swap? Alright. Dang it. No Pharaoh. All right. I do get less Pharaoh when I'm in the Sorrow, to be fair. So that could be part of it. I could change the Dayblade to Dirty. Should I do that? Am I that desperate? How much does Dirty give? How much is it? It's 15. Would be nice. Mid setup for Diana. I mean, I guess Necron is kind of the mid Diana setup these days. Loki. But nothing because we... Okay, I read that. I'm trolling. Yo, what's good, Panda? I'm doing good. How you doing today, bro? What's up? What's up? Only goals to this Diana was get enough Kime for Kime 4 daggers and 100 mil on Crown, and I hit both. Dang. Bro got... Is that 16 Kimes to get Kime 4 on the daggers? Good grief. I respect it. Let the man cook. Alright, what was I gonna do? Let me call Maxwell. How much Pharaoh can I get if I change all my tuning points? Oh wait, never mind, there's not tuning points for Pharaoh. I thought there was. I guess that's just the magical powers here. Which ones give good ferocity? If I swap the Scorching, I don't know, that's attack speed. I really don't need attack speed. It's a little bit much. They're shaded. Could probably do shaded. It's only 3, which kind of sucks. Forceful is only 4. Good grief, there's just no ferocity in this game, bro. Straight up. I think my only option would be getting Fatal Tempo on something, which I don't want to do. Which version do you prefer, Hypixel on 1.21 or 1.8? I mean, I like the 1.21 look, I'm not gonna lie. Like, visually, it's just better, I feel like. If you don't use a texture pack, like, 1.21 just looks better than 1.8. In my personal opinion. Good day, been having no lag on Hypixel. Hey, let's go. You love to see it. You love to see it. Bro, can I drop at least one Kime, please? Got nothing to show for my 2 hours of grinding today, man. Goodness. Alright, well, let's go check our visitors, because what's his name should be here. And then I can just buy the rest of the cakes and sell them back later. Alright, we got Anita. We're gonna get rid of her. 271 wheat. Boom, boom. Yoink. Alright. So, we have gotten a total of 12 visitors gratitude so far. I've given out 2 more vinyls, but apparently you can only give out like 5 bachelor's roses a day. I didn't know that. So, we're going to get our XP today. We're going to accept this last offer, and that gets us up to 13 gratitudes. And we're just going to cave and buy the last 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a little expensive, but we should get the money back whenever those other visitors do eventually show up. So, we're going to go in here and find the gratitude ring and update this to the gratitude artifacts. Visitors will appear 5% faster on our garden now. Let's find a good spot to set this guy down at. And that should be it. Very, very nice. 2050 magical power. That is the max MP in the game. Puts us up to 60% to 556. Now we are only 3 XP off of max. And that is all from Looter Moth Bestiary, which Moonflower hasn't shown up in the Harvest Feast for the last 2 Harvest Feasts. So we gotta wait till the next one, and hopefully it'll pop up this time and we'll actually be able to get it. Hopefully that'll happen. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, boys, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Max MP is kind of epic, if I do say so myself. We are going to go in here and get all this out. Now, I was thinking of doing something else, though. So, we're about to have a visitor show up in 59 seconds, but I low-key want to get this poignant carrot thing. What's the recipe for it? I got to do it fast. We're going to do this. 1 carrot bait and 32 carrot zest. How much is 32 carrot zest? It's not too bad. 32 carrot zest, bang. And then recipe for, here, let me just buy 1 carrot bait. Boom, boom. Make 1 poignant carrot bait. Om nom nom. The Carrot King avatar acknowledges your presence. You hear a hopping noise getting nearer. Yo, what's good, Tariff? How you doing, bro? But yo, what's good, match as well? Chimera stabilized at 30 mil to 40 mil. It's good. Yeah, it's making bank now. But all right, we're going to get this visitor to show up. And then we still have Taylor to do at some point. But for her, it's going to cost a lot of money. And I don't have that money right now. So in the meantime, what we're going to do is call Joe. It is daytime, so he should answer in theory. Nope. All right, give me a second. Give me a second. Bam, bam. Where is Joe? Joe is right here. Hello, sir. What's good? 1 super scrubber. All right, so we're going to go back and do this. Let's see. Where is my rose drag? He'll pop up here eventually. It's just going to take him a minute. Don't worry about it. What's this ritual for? It's to get the Carrot King avatar to show up. And then we're going to, let's see, take our lucky clover off. Boom, so we have the lucky clover. And now for him, we need 14 enchanted golden carrots. So, 14, boom. All right, 1 poignant lucky clover, voila. This gives a bit more overbloom for our rose drag, so we should be able to get up to like, I want to say like 156 now or something. But there we have it. So for the last few visitors now, we've got Tai Shui Alchemist, and then we've got Taylor, and that should be enough for us to get our visitor milestone, but we're gonna have to wait till October for that. But yeah, if you're asking for the Diana ritual, then that is for special items that you can get from the different mobs that show up. So for example, yoink, see if we can get all our stuff situated. Try and get us a private lobby real quick. Maybe. How many chimeras if you drop this, Diana? About 3 or so. I think 3. 2 or 3, something like that. But you dig up the mobs and then you kill them, and then they have a chance to drop special items like chimera books, which make a lot of money. Or you can use on your items to get good upgrades. So chimera enchant, for example, copies the stats of your pet. So a lot of people use it for magic find and extra damage. It's good for both of those things, especially in like dungeons. It's used a lot in there, or for slayers, you use it a lot. So Diana also, Dayblade, used a lot for that too. So those are kind of the things that it gets used for. But anyways, that is our max MP, gamers. We now have max magical power. Once again, 2,050. That's a lot of MP, bro. I still don't have a mythological die to show for it though, so depression. Depression. But we'll get back to it. I think what we're gonna do actually is I do have a video that I want to get edited for later today. So I think I'm gonna go eat and then start working on that. But we're probably gonna pop into Epic Flames stream on Twitch. We're gonna raid him real quick. I think he's live, and we'll probably join up and play with him later if he's still live later on. But yeah, 2050 is so much. I'm not even at 900. It is kind of crazy. There's a lot of magical power. But yeah, we do still not quite max XP, but yeah, max MP. So that is pretty nice. But 3 XP to go for max. I do want to see what rank that pushed us up to. So we passed 8 people because of that. So we're once again in the top 50. So that's cool. But yeah, still missing 3 XP. We'll worry about that later because we're going to go raid Epic Flame. That's going to be all for our stream today. I should be live again tomorrow is the plan. And we are getting dye changes. So depending on what dye we get, which I think somebody said it was Carmine. So yeah, we're not going to be doing that. We'll just be focusing Mythological tomorrow. I might do a longer stream tomorrow. It's going to depend on how long I stay up tonight. Because we'll probably, if you guys are on YouTube, if you're a member on YouTube, then we will be streaming here Subnautica 2 probably. And if you're a member on Twitch, then, or if you're just on Twitch, Twitch will have free viewing there. But just for the multi-stream stuff, or like other variety game stuff, I usually like to do members only if it's YouTube. It just helps with the algorithm a little bit. So, but anyways, that's going to be all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to go raid Epic Flame on YouTube or on Twitch. And we're going to call it on YouTube. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. And God bless.